Hi, welcome. This is a timeless psychic tarot reading, and together we're going to look at your past, your present, and of course, your future. I'm Count Marco, and I invite you to please pick a card.
Hi, welcome. This is a timeless psychic tarot reading, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to invite you, to choose from set 1, set 2 or set 3, and together we're going to look at past, present and the future. The reason why it's called timeless is it doesn't matter if you are watching and choosing your set of tarot cards 24 hours after I broadcast the first time, or in 6 months' time, 6 months after broadcast. You will receive these messages exactly when you're supposed to receive them. So be under no doubt that it will be very current and it will be very, very relatable to your own personal situation. So I'm now going to look at set 1. Set 1. And we're going to start off with the past. And in the past, we see the 3 of Cups. So if you've chosen set 1, your past, we're going to talk about the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups is a card that shows that in some way, shape or form, it was very important in the past for you to be involved in community or involved in group identity, a team of people, a collection of people, people getting together, people relying on one another, people with the same mentality, the same mindset, like-minded people, like-minded individuals coming together like a clan, a gathering. But what we do know is it was a positive connection, not a negative one. There was a lot of celebration, and you were instrumental in that. This is about you getting together with people that were important to your development, and you also helped develop those people in some way, shape or form. This is about team spirit. This is about having each other's backs, and discovering common goals and moving forward for that common goal, for the group of others, for the group identity. And I think really this shows that that was very important to you. I think it still is to a point, but what we're looking at your past, so I relate that to your past, a foundation stone that you've grown from, that shows friendship, community, reliability, when people could rely on you and you could rely on others, again, to have your back. So in some way, shape or form, that has pushed you to where you are now in the present. Very important for you to recognise and realise that. I would say that you probably still have got quite a lot of that going on in some way, shape or form. That sounds, I would say so. Let us see how it affects the present though. As we move into the present, we see the 9 of Cups. Now that is a wonderful card. Wonderful, very positive card. It tells us that your wishes can be fulfilled. Whatever you're wishing for, you can have, you can attain. You can obtain your goals. You can achieve your ambitions. You can get what you want. You can get this through visualization, through positivity. And I look at this and I say that do not think small when you have this card. Think of the bigger picture, the bigger ambition, whether it be work, money, love, because it is a love card as well. This is about you finding solutions and solutions being delivered to you directly. Getting the results that you hope for, that you want, and feeling all is well. At this moment in time, don't know about tomorrow, but at this moment in time, all is well with the world. I have to say it is a love card, because it is. So if there's love in your life now, I think that you're going to embrace that more. You're going to celebrate that more. It is a card of union, sexual attraction, sexual chemistry. So again, if you've got love in your life now, that's going to be enhanced. It's going to be looked at. You're going to go deeper. You're going to identify it more, or somebody's going to identify it with you more. It is about union, physical union, mental union, spiritual union. Now again, you might say, but Count Marco, I've got nobody in my life at the moment. Well, then there's a very high chance that person is very close at hand now. Yeah. A friend becomes a deep friend becomes a lover, but something significant, because it's not just it isn't somebody just actually as a friend. It's deeper than that. It's more intimacy. There's the opportunity of intimacy, just as just as you enjoy a beautiful painting or piece of artwork. We appreciate that, and our senses are open to that. Or we enjoy a wonderful meal. In the same way, we can love and enjoy the company of another, yeah, a partner, and they can enjoy us, and that's through making love and experiencing beauty through that. But because it is a card of sexual chemistry, yeah, an intent, serious intent, significant intent, sensuality, yeah. But overall, wishes fulfilled, satisfaction. And of course, as I said before, the sensual pleasure comes in there as well. So let's just we come from the past. The foundation was built there through friends, through group identity, teamwork, and you're now in a position where you are, if you wish for it, it can be ordained, it can be delivered. Transformation, it comes through to you. Yeah. So where do we go next with that? Lovely setup so far, but what's the future holding for you? Let's have a look. The future is about judgment, right? And judgment, that's a card that asks you to make decisions. In some way, shape or form, you're not making enough decisions, and I urge you to do so. Yeah, this is about a day of reckoning where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Yeah, when you make honest appraisal, when you get off the fence. Procrastination and indecision are your enemies. They will be the things that prevent you from moving forward onto the future. I look at this and I say that you are going to awaken to possibilities. So, let's break that down. Whatever your situation as you move into the future, you're going to be in dilemma. You're going to have choices to make. Do not sit and think about them over and over again without making decision. Be ready to make decision. Yeah? And how do you make that decision? By trusting your inner voice. This is how your guides will guide you to make the right decision. Yeah? And remember, sometimes we're supposed to make a wrong decision, yeah, so that we can learn a lesson for our future, for our growth, for our development. Yeah? So there is transformation in that card. And you are going to feel reborn as you are waking up to these new possibilities. And really enjoy this renewed hope. There's a fresh start coming for you. I'm warning you now. Fresh start. Discovering joy, and it's a recognition of your true vocation. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? And as you get drawn, pulled through into that new direction there, you're answering a need. Now, one word of warning on that, or one area of warning really, is I've got to urge you to not be so hard on yourself. Do not judge yourself so harshly or hard. Be kindly to yourself, yeah? I don't want you to have guilt or sorrows about things that you could have done better in the past or with people in the past. I think you've got to now accept the past is behind you, yeah? Let your sins, whatever they may be, wash away, yeah? We cannot be all things for everybody, okay? But you can do best today. You can do better tomorrow, yeah? And so you will. Because this is a card of rebirth, yeah? Reinventing yourself, yeah? An inner calling. But it's also a card of absolution, so you are atoned. You have atoned. You are free of the past. So please do not judge yourself any more harshly at all at this time, yeah? And I say, the biggest pointers there really are: be ready to make decision. Do not sit on the fence. Make more decisions with open heart, yeah? So, that was the first set. And now we move to the second set. Set 2. And again we'll start with the past. 10 of Swords. Ten of Swords. Now this card is difficult because this shows a card where you were in a dark place. Yeah, there was sorrow around. There was fears. There was anxieties. You know, when you get to that point where our lowest point, feeling that you're a victim, feeling powerless, nothing can change. You're having to sacrifice for other people. Why do you have to sacrifice for other people all the time? And life was hostile. And you felt that life was attacking you. And you were saying, why me? Why is it always me that's always on the receiving end of this? Why does my needs have to take a back seat? Yeah? Why do I have to let other people go first? Where's my reward? It is a card of bottoming out. When we get to the bottom level, we have a victim mentality. Yeah? And we feel martyr. We feel like a martyr. And that's where you've come from in the past. Now again, when those things happen to us, it's quite often a test. It's a test, isn't it? A challenge for us to grow. Yeah, we don't want to experience negative situations. We don't want to go through some sticky situations and problems. Yeah, but sometimes we have to be pulled through there to test us to be able to go into our present, into our future. Yeah, and that's certainly what happened to you. So I'm interested to see where you are right now. Can I advise you about where you are now? Let's have a look. And in the present time, I see that you've got the Seven of Cups. So again, we're not quite there yet, are we? You're doing a lot of wishing and dreaming and thinking, but not enough action. Why is that? I need you to take action. I think the imagination's running wild, many ideas, okay, but certainly not enough focus, not enough commitment. I need you to focus and commit yourself now to at least some of the ideas that you've got, yeah? It's a bit like you've got an array of choices, so much things going on, and limitless possibilities. But again, none of them can come to fruition unless you pick one and start to drive that forward. Yeah. I look at this and I see that you are going to have to make a choice. Yeah, and as you make choice. Decision making. Now again you may think, oh, but if I make that choice there, I lose on the other. Well, at least you're making a choice. Yeah? If you're trying to chasing too many things, then you receive nothing. Yeah? We'll see in a minute when I go to your future if you do make the choice, yeah? And how that works out for you. But what I say to you, maybe you see now, in the present, with my advice, through this card, you can change that future. You can make a difference to that future, yeah. And my advice, quite simply, on this Seven of Cards, wishful thinking, too many options, is focus, is commitment. Get rid of any procrastination, indecision, sitting on the fence. I'll make a decision tomorrow. No, you make the decision now. You put your plan together, and you start to work through your plan, and you take action, affirmative action. Now. So, if you do that, we'll see what the future comes. And of course, you'll also know if you don't do it, we'll gather that as well. So let's look at your future, yeah? Aha! Maybe you have taken advice. Because that is such a strong card, the Wheel of Fortune. That is the card of fate and destiny. Yeah? It shows me a turning point of movement and personal vision. So the personal vision, I think, has come through you saying, okay, I'm going to now go for two things, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, yeah? And then as you do that, then we get movement. We see this turning point. A sense of destiny, of what is expected. You know, you see the tapestry of life before you, the great tapestry of life. You see how life's threads weave together, yeah? And you feel opportunity finally. There's opportunity there. You're opening up to much more lucky circumstances. So look where you've come from being right down, feeling there was no future, to actually seeing one in such a strong way. You are going to move in a different direction, I tell you now. There's no doubt about that. The present course that you're on today has to change in the future. And I think that comes through decision making. The tempo of your life also is going to speed up. There's a lot more activity in your future. Swept up new developments, new ideas, new action, new projects, new people, new activity. Also, your personal vision changes from, say, well, really from like today to tomorrow, really. It just suddenly changes. You see things so much more clearly, and you see how things connect. You sort of joining the dots up, joining the dots, and I like that. That's always positive. That it's like a light bulb moment comes on. Yeah, you uncover cycles, patterns, and your outlook is so more expanded. You know, the expansion of your outlook is wonderful. And through it you gain greater perspective of where you need to be, what you need to be doing. Discovering your role and your purpose. It is a card without any shadow of doubt of destiny, a turning point of your personal vision. Don't be fearful to wish for things. Don't be fearful for saying, I could do that. Yeah? Because actually you can. Actually you will. Yeah? So again, my instruction is clear on this present card. Take action. Stop the wishful thinking. Focus, commitment, so that we can get you to that point there. Yeah? We don't want indecision. We don't want procrastination. We need decisions made so that we can bring in that future. Yeah? So if you took set 2, that's the reading for set 2. Wonderful. Now, and finally we're going to come to set 3. So if you chose set 3, I'm going to start to talk about your past. And for page 3, it's a page of wands, not page of wands, yeah. And we see here the past, page of wands, yeah. It's such a lovely card here with regards to creativity, the creativity and the enthusiasm that we see through that card. It really excites me. So in the past you have been excited about something really got you going, and your blood flowing, and there were passions there, certainly some passionate situations coming through. You're optimistic, and it's a card of confidence, and we're really enjoying what we're doing, and the attitude is certainly yes I can rather than no I can't. Yeah. And you really have stretched your envelope. You've really pushed with that card. You were leader, not follower. And if there was fears at all, they were overcome. Yeah, and you marched forward. You marched forward so strongly. It was this card tells me also you're an original thinker. You think outside the box. And again, whilst you can be kind of destroyed in a way, lose all motivation if you're not into what you're doing, when you are into it, you will do it 24/7. You really will. I think it comes from a point of expressing yourself freely, and you've got an ability to come up with solutions. You've done this in the past, to force the best possible outcome of a situation. Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. I do think you're a risk taker. That can be a good thing. Yeah. And again, I think that's that assertive action that you've taken in the past that has actually helped you. I want to know now, though, really, this assertive action, this positive card of confidence and creativity, and where is it taking you to this? Because you're in a position now. I want to see where that is now. Yeah, I'm sure you recognise that where you've come from. Let's see now where you are heading forward to. And it is the sun. That is a card of enlightenment. Of we have a new intellectual breakthrough. It's so exciting, yeah. So whatever you've done here pushes you forward with even more vigor, more energy as you sort of you realise your own truth. Yeah. There's also other people now looking at you. They're watching you. Yeah. And you're going to have opportunity now to reach your full potential. This is not just through your intellect. It is through your intellect, of course, but it's also through your creativity, your ability to think outside the box. Yeah. And as you do that, as you strike out, you open yourself up for these new opportunities, using this great potential. People are going to recognise you in some way, shape or form, a notable way. It's like an acclaim around you, yeah? Haven't you done well? Isn't that a great job? We never saw that coming. You know, really celebratory, yeah? We see that you single out for notice, and there's personal moments of glory there. Validation, you're going to be validated. Yes, you are going to be validated. And of course, it's a self-serving situation, because as you receive that, your confidence rises, so you become more the centre of attention, you feel more energised, you burst with more energy, more enthusiasm. It's just very joyful, really. It's very joyful. I think you've got to continue to honour your true self, which I think you do very well. And, you know, continue to believe in your worth, because goodness, you are worth so much, yeah? We're all worth something, but again, I think in this particular time, where you've come from, where you are now, I want to keep that rolling, I'll keep that pushing forward. Because this is a card of enlightenment. It's like what you can't see today, my goodness, you will see it tomorrow, and it will shine. And then again, we see you stood there shining, and people really wanting to get close to you. Trust your abilities, know your worth, believe in your worth, and continue to maximise the potential that we see around you, yeah? So now we're going to go for the final card. Wonderful cards then, wonderful. So you're not so bad off at the moment, yeah? The final card for the future, where does it take you, yeah? The creativity, the opportunity, the accolades, where's it taking you? Let's have a look. Doubt, fears, worries. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that greatly. So you're moving along smoothly, fast, efficient, yeah? Everything's coming to you. And then suddenly, stop. What if I lose it all? What if I don't? What if it doesn't work out? What if I'm not as good as I think? Doubts, fears, anxieties, yeah? You know, what if I've got a false picture of myself? Or, you know, now I'm getting up there higher and higher. Everything's good. It can be like a relationship. It can only go back down, yeah? And so I say to you, no. This is just normal. This is natural, what we'd expect after these two cards, where you're all, you know, it's a bit of an anticlimax. If you achieve something, it can be quite an anticlimax. That brings you down. You think, well, what's next? I've achieved A, B, and C. What is next? Yeah. And what I say to you is that you have to now use that as an education to be able to go around it and say, no, I'm not going to give in to my fears. I'm not going to, lack courage. I'm not going to believe in a false picture of myself. I'm going to see clearly what I am. Yes, I'm not perfect, but I've done very well already, and I can do more of that. And what I would say is just mark time. If you start to feel that coming in, just be very much in the present. As you go through that, be very much in the present, calm, deep breaths, go for nice long walks, go for a drive, relax, let's just wait and see. There's more coming, yeah. I mean, I'd love to do another card to have seen, but what I say is I think that's a blip, and that's normal, yeah. And why you've come for me today to have this reading, and you've chosen this set, is to identify this wonderful stuff that you're doing here, and forewarn you that actually, you'll hit a brick wall at some point, and not to take it seriously. Say, okay, it'll pass, yeah. 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, it will pass, and not give in to all the fears around it. The bewilderment as it comes in, the shock, yeah, the lack of courage that we see there, yeah. There's even this sense of that you lack direction and this direction and purpose, and disorientated as you move forward. Just hang on in there, because it won't last long. It won't. You've got the power. We see you've got the power. You've got the creativity. You've got the objectivity to push forward to it. Yeah. And what I say to you, the reason it's in the cards today, is to warn you. So when it comes in, you don't really give it any credence. You say, "Oh yeah, I've seen you. I knew you were coming, but I'm going to continue to believe in where I've come to today." Yeah. And I think that's truly very exciting. So, if you chose 3, those were your cards. And that's your past, your present, and your future. Yeah. I'm Count Marco. It's been my pleasure to read for you today. I'm available for one-on-one consultations and psychic readings using the tarot cards, or angel cards, or messenger cards, or just guidance. I'm always here. And I'm on psychicmix.com. All that remains for me now, my friend, is to send you my blessings. May God bless you. God bless you.